Hey folks, this is Mike here with my Call of Duty Black Ops 4 beta first impressions. Well, I guess somewhat first impressions. I've put a dozen games into this. This is the beta, it's going on from, I guess technically Friday the 14th up to the 17th. Anyways, I'm playing this on Saturday, September 15th, which is when the beta goes open for most people who pre-ordered, and a couple people who, and by a couple I mean a lot of people who ended up getting codes as well. So we'll go right off the hop here, get into a game. We'll check options and that kind of stuff later on. But this game is running maxed out on a GTX 1080 Ti minus motion blur, which we'll see later on. But yeah, Call of Duty. This is since Modern Warfare. This is the only Call of Duty that I've been kind of interested in, and it seems pretty good. It seems really good. In fact, it seems like a game that I would maybe buy. I'm not too sure though. I don't feel like this is a must-buy for myself personally. But having said that, the fact that I'm interested in it is already a good sign for someone who's not played Call of Duty for, I don't know, 10 years, I guess. Modern Warfare came out, I don't know. Modern Warfare came out later in 2005. 2008, maybe. Anyways, Modern Warfare was a good game. And so this new Call of Duty, it's got your typical zombies and also, standard multiplayer. But they're introducing this Blackout, which is this battle royale thing, which is what everybody's doing these days, and pretty good. I quite like it. To me, the best way I can describe it is it's kind of like the difference between arcade and sim racing games, right? Where your PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds will be your sim racing game, and this is your arcade racing game. It feels very much like an arcade version of Battlegrounds, which is a good thing. It's fast-paced, it's much more relaxed, not as tense, and the games are short. Like, this is very, very fast. So we're about to actually start the actual game. Let's look at the map.
Blackout.
It's a pretty big map. You cover a lot of ground though. In terms of size, I'd say this feels
Eliminate all opposition.
maybe a little bit smaller than Battlegrounds. But it's very fast paced. Like, you cover, it feels smaller. I think it is slightly smaller. I don't know. It might be the size of the new Battlegrounds map, to be fair. It's tough to say because you cover so much ground in this game. It's really, really fast.
Sit rep. Potential collapse detected. Relocation to indicated safe zone
So I
is
saw
advised.
someone over there. Okay, not a gun, not a gun. Not a gun. I didn't know there's a room here. Not a gun. Great. Good idea, dude. Let's pull back to these buildings and try to find a gun. Let's hope that guy's bad at shooting.
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
Oh, I don't have a... I'm trying to see where that dude went. Oh! Oh shit! That wasn't my teammate! I thought this was teammate for a second because how the oh, there
That's a
guy,
hard
he
fail.
died too.
All
All right,
assets lost.
thought it was him for a second because of how the name tag had lined up. I should have known that that was not the right look or person. Oh. Alright, so nice chat as usual. Let's do options real quick. This seems like a proper PC game. You know, mouse acceleration filtering are in the settings, something that a lot of games don't do. A lot of extra sensitivity options if you're into that. Field of view, I've set it to 110. I normally play at 120 in games with options. By default, it's at 90. 110 is like a nice compromise for videos, so people don't get too upset at me. A lot of toggles, right? If on release, on press, whatever. Key bindings. These key bindings look really weird. I have a Dvorak layout keyboard. So this is still WSAD like normal, reloaded still R. It's just the letters look weird. Some games use key codes, others use the actual letter based off of what your keyboard setting is. You know, whichever one works, I suppose. I like the other one though, because I still have a standard QWERTY keyboard. I don't have my letters moved around. So it would be the equivalent of having a blank keyboard, because what I type is not what I see, which is fine. Yeah, a lot of options anyways, you know, to bind stuff. As a side note, nice little touch, my side mouse buttons by default have bindings, which is something that most games don't do, so I like that. Graphics, not much to put here. VSync is on because I have a G-Sync monitor. I have a TI. Display gamma, presumably if you have HDR support, maybe it'll show the higher, like a Rec 2020 or whatever. I'm not too sure about that. It's nice that there's options though. And frame rate limit, server limited is what I'm running. Beta stuff, it's still limited, so I'll leave it to server limited. Other than that, yeah, everything's high, or very high, or maxed out, other than motion blur. There's a setting I saw earlier. This one. Is it 4 times? No, it's 200. Other than that, some quick interface options. So I've got FPS and those things enabled in the top left, so you guys can kind of see what's going on. Basic audio settings, nothing fancy. Gamepad if you're into that. Player. Yeah, this doesn't work, which is unfortunate. You can also choose characters from various Black Ops games. None of these tell me anything. And then you've got kind of generic models you can choose from, I guess.
We must tread carefully. This island holds
we'll go.
secrets.
So yeah, they seem to rotate through different modes. Earlier today they were doing quads, so it was 4-man squads, 80 players max. This seems to be kind of like a duo setup with close quarter weapons. So it seems to work. But yeah, I don't know if in the final game you'll be able to choose more options. Oh. Okay. I guess someone was joining and left. So I don't know in the final game if it'll be like, hey, here's the highlight mode for today, and then below that you can click on Blackout and choose whatever you want. So let's go through some of the stuff here. There's a lot of things I like. couple of things I dislike. For starters, right? F is U, so F is pick up, or G, or sorry, F is to equip and G is to pick up. So as you can see, I did not attach it because I didn't pick it up. I think it sounds stupid, right? That I'm making a deal about that, but it's a huge thing. Games don't, the other games out there like this don't allow you to just instantly equip it. Or the other game, and by that I mean Battlegrounds, doesn't let you just equip the item off the ground right to your weapon. They currently have equipped. Seems like a silly thing, but it works. It makes perfect sense. And so it's really nice to be able to just walk over equipment and just have your gun, just equip it instantly. Oh, there's a foregrip, I want it. Equip it. Yeah, I don't have to drag it to the weapon, open my menu, drag it over. So this is made for controllers, basically, right? There's a lot of copies of this game going to be sold on console, and so that's like a very controller design in that sense. You don't have to go through some clumsy menu. I guess we're going over there.
Detected.
Putting a marker is a bit difficult for some of these kids.
Safe zone.
Be nice to know where they're aiming for. Another nice thing, look at the right there. You can see how fast you're going. It kind of cuts out a little bit early, but... Oh, he did decide to go here. Alright. Like, put that down preemptively, because I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's someone in this house. Yep. Oh. There's Call of Duty. Let's take a look at our teammate here. What is he doing? Oh, he waited to grab a gun. Alright, you heard window break. Alright, this is painful. Oops, wrong button. Is he gonna die here? Ooh.
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
He got the kill. He got the kill, which is pretty good. So we'll jump into one more, because that was a quickie. But I like how the games are short, right? I like how you get in and out. Games feel like 15 minutes max. Most of the time, it's half of that. I'm not particularly great at it just yet. I'm still getting used to it. It's very quick, very short. Beyond that, yeah, healing and all that stuff, very quick as well. Reviving teammates is very fast. Like, just everything about this game is just very, very quick and snappy. But there are some downsides though, right? I feel like if you start shooting at someone, especially if they don't have armor, or especially if you don't have armor as well, it goes both ways. Like, you go down very fast, like kind of too fast. It's very difficult to...
Mission area is hot. Weapons free.
If you're getting lit up, it's very tough to actually survive encounters. With armor, it's not too bad. I don't know, train station maybe. As nobody seems to suggest markers. The reason I'm doing train stations.
Potential collapse detected. Relocation to indicated safe zone is advised.
Oh yeah, the safe zone shows up like randomly, which I find kind of curious. And by right away, I mean halfway through the plane. No way I was gonna make that. I need a gun. Okay. Let's use one of these perks. Sure. God, some of these perks
Net
are...
call. Supply drop incoming.
Some of these perks are kind of crazy. The amount of stuff that you
Circle
can see
collapse
in
imminent. Get to safety.
Get rid of that. Alright, so what are some of the complaints that I had? One of the complaints that I had was it can be a little bit tough to tell, you know, what kind of ammo, what kind of guns they have, especially if you kill someone, you're looting them. You know, if you don't know the different weapons in this game, it's very tough. Oh, that's him shooting. Okay. Yeah, it's tough to tell what kind of equipment you need, what kind of ammo you need, what kind of weapons you want. Like, I find a lot of the weapons are very similar, and there's really not much that differentiates one weapon to another. Right, so you have a lot of different SMGs. They all feel the same, they all look the same, they all sound the same. So I kind of question, you know, this guy doesn't seem to be too sure about this. Yeah, a lot of these weapons are similar to the point that you kind of, you know, yes, it's nice having options and whatnot, but there's an ATV we can take. Oh, come on, come on. There we go. Yeah, having all the options is, I don't know. The weapons look very similar to me. Maybe
Be advised.
maybe it's because
collapse
I've not played Call of Duty.
Relocate to safe zone.
Maybe if I played Call of Duty, I'd be able to differentiate some of these weapons and recognize some of them.
Net call. Supply drop incoming.
Dude, I can move while healing. That's crazy. Not only can I move while healing, I can also, like, run and gun. Oh, that dude just got headshot. Oh no, he got killed. Look at how fast resin people is. So, the perks, there we go, here's one of the problems I have. I have to, like, read these, because I don't recognize a lot of these things. So, I'm not crazy about that. It's not bad, though.
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
It's my other weapon. Oh, one of these. Ouch! We're okay. Yeah, you know, I think with practice I'll get a bit more used to it. I'll be able to identify weapons a bit better. But it's just right off the hop, like, I don't know, with Battlegrounds, to be fair, that Battlegrounds wasn't amazing for it at first. But Battlegrounds got far better at that. You know, you can identify. I'm pretty sure I saw someone here. I see someone. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm seeing the random blades of grass flying around. Yeah, that's something Battlegrounds got better at over time.
Further collapse expected. Travel to
Yeah,
indicated
they
safe
went
zone.
out. They made the weapons easier to identify, visually, or not visually, but sound-wise. It got easier and easier to differentiate different guns. So in this game, I have the problem where visually I can't tell different guns apart. What the heck is going on here?
Supply drop inbound.
Oh, zombies. Shit.
Sit rep.
I really
Circle
don't wanna
collapse
deal with
imminent.
the
Get to
zombies right
safety.
That's what that column is. So there are special, oh, I wish I could tell which cars were drivable. You can shoot at them once to tell if they're drivable or not, because your hit marker go off. Oh, there you go. Dude, we gotta move. This dude's gotta move. This dude's gotta move. Dude, get on, get on, get on, get on. That's unfortunate. Key to enter. I hope that wasn't him asking. One more? Yeah, let's do one more super quick game. I think it's been decent overall. Given time, maybe identifying stuff will be a bit easier. Obviously, yes, if I play this game enough, it will become easier because I'll recognize the weapons at least, and I'll know what kind of ammo they take. But still, like when I was looting that body, there wasn't any tooltips telling me what ammo they take, because that seemed kind of silly. Especially since... Oh, until I equip I can't even see that. Yeah, seems like a bit of an oversight, I think. How's a grapple hook anyways? It's pretty good. That's a lot of range. Yeah, the perks are neat. It's a neat idea. There doesn't seem to be too much of a... Unless I've not seen any. Doesn't seem to be much of a concept of a rarity necessarily. Also for the zombies thing too that you saw earlier. There are loot crates protected by zombies, which I think is kind of neat, kind of weird. And I'd assume that's where some of the better rare gear comes in. But I've not found good stuff. Like I found decent things, but none of it seemed to be like crazy amazing good. Well, at least I have a pistol. God, the bullet drop is crazy. I like that you get to the distances though. And you know, in typical Call of Duty
Blackout.
fashion. Get the hit markers going.
Consider all contacts hostile.
I don't know. Waiting to see if this guy's gonna suggest somewhere. Sure, a turbine. That sounds like a good idea. I think it's one of the few areas I've not gone to yet. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this game.
Potential collapse detected.
The zombies seem interesting
safe zone is advised.
because it's somewhere. If you go after the zombies, you seem to get okay loot, I guess? I'm not sure. Because the loot I've found wasn't particularly spectacular. But hey, it seemed okay. What's this? I already have a laser sight. Oh, there's a floating cache here. Holy crap.
Sit rep. Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
This thing is fully kitted. Dope. Where did that dude go? Here's someone. Ugh, I don't have ammo. Damn it. What the hell? What's my teammate doing? Okay, he got him. Oh shit. Get me! Oh!
Supply drop inbound.
God damn. The revive time is so quick. Had he not messed up, he would have had time to revive me, but then other person was running in. Yeah, that's Call of Duty, Black Ops 4. That's the beta there. All of this. Like I would have leveled up or something there, right? That didn't happen. So there you go. There's my 10 game average. It's kind of up and down. It's okay. It's nothing crazy. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this does. I'm certainly more interested in it than I'd normally be. You know, the beta helps getting people into the game. You know, or even just like a demo. Had it not been for this, I probably wouldn't have been interested in trying it out. But I've heard quite a bit about it, and they put out, you know, basically an early demo, if you will. It's not quite open to everyone yet, I don't think. But the fact is, I ended up getting a code for it. I tried it out. It's really good, really enjoyable. So, yeah. With that said, if you're a Call of Duty fan, I think this is going to be a pretty good game. You know, it is a different, larger scale game. which I think it's great. It plays really well. It's got a lot of smart choices, which I'm sure Battlegrounds will take some of those ideas back in future updates. But it's not quite perfect yet, which, you know, we'll give it a pass. It's still beta. It's still going to come out in like a month or something. So they actually have time to work on it. But yeah, they also have your classic multiplayer and zombies too. So it seems like a pretty good package. And yeah, hopefully it does well, because like I said, since the original Call of Duty and Modern Warfare, I've not really been this interested in a Call of Duty game since then. So they've obviously done a really good job with this one.